7.5 to 8 seconds. That was just counting in my head though. I'm gonna do another one with my stopwatch. Stoppers here, RPM reviews. So I'm in the 2019 Mazda CX-5 Signature with the 2.5 liter turbo. Oh yeah, baby. Mazda CX-5 leaving the dealership. There's a little bit of a bump here. All right. I think this one's got the 19-inch rims, so it is a little bit bumpier ride. It's very sporty, but it is bumpier ride. I didn't like the sound of that personally, I think. So driving in the city, I do like that, even though it's a turbo, being a 2.5 liter turbo, not a smaller one like a 1.5 or a 2 liter like some of the other compact SUVs have. It does give you a little, relatively decent little acceleration in around town, like just normal acceleration, not when you really want to pass somebody strong, without having to really press it into kind of more like a naturally aspirated engine. So I guess being that it's a little bit bigger than some other engines, it's natural part of the design, being a 2.5 liter, gives you a little bit more everyday up and go without using the turbo. So the fuel economy is actually not bad. So this one is actually rated a very good fuel economy, and that's probably one of the reasons why it doesn't have to work as hard in the city to get the turbo going all the time. Because as you use the turbo a lot, it burns a lot more fuel. Let's go on the curve here. Just did that curve at 70 kilometers an hour. So handles very nice. Not too floaty, holds its own very, very good. So yes, this does handle pretty much the best in its class, and the steering response around this turn is nice and tight. You feel it. Feeling it, and let's come to a stop. Brakes are pretty good. Get on the highway in a second and we'll do a nice test. There we go, that's the blind spot monitoring. Beeping because I shot forward to pass that truck to get in the right lane, which I technically should have gotten behind him, but of course I'm test driving it, so let's get in front of him. Roundabout here. This thing's really handling well around this roundabout. My manual mode, doing 50 kilometers an hour. That was around 45 kilometers an hour, just a little over 25 miles per hour. Wow. Yeah, this handles very good, best in its class and better. And I can admit, I really enjoy driving it. I do like it. Definitely, it's one of the nicer riding cars of all the ones I'm comparing to. For driving dynamics, its feeling, its quiet cabinet. I believe I'm getting 69 to 70 decibel rating on this. and other cars like the Santa Fe 69, but the Equinox I think is 70 or 71, and some other cars are 71, 72. So this is definitely on the quiet side. So it's pretty good for that. It's a nice place to be. I mean, everything's soft touch everywhere, so you're enjoying the ride. You feel like you're in like an Audi or a BMW when you're driving this. That said, this one coming with the 19-inch rims, I find, though it's a smooth ride, of course you feel the bumps more. It is 19-inch rims. If I was to choose this one over the other ones I'm comparing, which is the Equinox, the Outback, the 19, and looking forward to test driving the 20 before making a decision, and the Hyundai Santa Fe with the 2-liter turbo, I'm comparing that one as well. Possibly the Buick Envision, but the fuel economy in that is not as good. We'll get on the highway soon, and just now, and you'll hear the engine revving away. Okay. That beeping you may have heard is the blind spot monitor. Some have the flashing. This has a flashing and an audible alert. There we go, full throttle. Throttle. All right. Wow, pretty nice. Around 7.5 to 8 seconds. That was just counting in my head, though. I'm gonna do another one with my stopwatch. I want to see when I gun it, what gear from this speed it goes down to. Right now it says I'm in 6. If I put in manual mode, I'm in 6, even though I'm only doing 50 miles per hour, because it's obviously just cruising mode. Car's coming in front of me. Get a moment here, and I'm gonna gun it, and then I'm gonna switch it to the manual mode to see to which gear it went to. It went to 3. From 6 it went down to gear 3. Try that again. So it went to 3rd gear again, and then actually, so it was a little bit after, like maybe 52, 53. I don't think it reached 5,500 RPMs, and it switched me to 4th. So the driving dynamic, as you all know, are fantastic for an SUV, and you can't complain. You feel like you're driving a luxury car, a luxury SUV like a BMW or a Mercedes, and it's really nice. Fuel economy, this top of the line Signature is rated for 10.7 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, which is very good, and 8.7 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway driving. But for the turbo, 8.7 liters per 100 kilometers, that's pretty good. That's at least around 27 miles per gallon, and a lot of reviews are saying that they're getting 29 miles per gallon on steady highway cruising. So if this really can get 28 to 30 miles per gallon, on depending on the speed of a cruising that you do on a long trip, that's good for the power the car has. You know, this cabin is really a nice place to be. It does have that very luxury feel to it. It's very simple in the way it's laid out, but with all the soft touch and stitching everywhere, the Nappa, especially the Signature, the Nappa leather is so soft. I love it. And as others have stated, I don't get this dark brown. It should really been a little bit lighter. I mean, not necessarily saddle brown like some people are saying, but definitely a little lighter. So there's a little bit more richer, brighter color to it. Visibility is a good thing to mention. Visibility is not bad. The A-pillars aren't as far out as some cars can be. They're a little, not too big, but they're not as small as other cars can be. But because they're a little bit more angled forward to you, visibility out is pretty good. And the side's got a little, back there is a little small window as well that really helps, but not really to see the road, more just to see the trees behind you. But if there's a truck there, you can definitely see higher vehicles in that little window. So that's not bad. Adaptive cruise control works okay in this car. No complaints there. The lane keep assisting is less sensitive. Even though I set it before leaving, I set it on the highest sensitivity level because Subarus are very sensitive, and I'm comparing to our Legacy that I reviewed. And this one, I'll let go of the steering wheel right now, and it lets you actually cross the line a little bit before it'll bring you back. Like I'm touching the line, there we go, and it's not really pushing me back there, but it's keeping me from going over, and now I'm going over. Okay, so that's not good. Okay guys, so I was doing more testing with the lane keep assist. I didn't want to do it while I was driving because I really wanted to pay attention as well to what's going on, because there are some cars. I'm in a more rural area, but there's still cars and trucks around. So a little disappointing. The lane keep assist definitely does not work as good as the Hyundai's did when I test drove it, and the Subaru Legacy we have is even better. So the lane keep assist. Let's do this one again. There we go, it kept me in a little bit. Now I'm on a highway with more traffic around, so I can't push my luck here. Alright, it kept me in a little bit. Pushing me back, and I can feel the steering wheel vibrate. Let's see if it does it again on this side. The steering wheel's vibrating a little bit. Push me back a little bit. Alright, let's drift into the left. It's pushing me back. Now let me go over, so this is where I have a problem with it. It vibrated the steering wheel, which is one of the notification options, and it pushed me a little bit to try to keep me in the lane, but my left hand put ever so slightly pressure to go over a little bit, which would be something you would be doing by mistake if you're drifting, falling asleep, and then it gives up and lets you go over. So let's try that again towards the right. It's correcting me, pushing me back a little bit. On the left, it let me go over. Alright, let me try that again. Let me go over again. Get into the right lane, because I want to test if the dotted line is picked up more than the left solid line was doing for the lane keep assist. Now let me try that on here. Let me go to the right. Let me go to the left first. A little bit left. It is correcting me. Let me go a little to the right. It's correcting me. It's correcting me still, but now it's letting me go over. Okay, try this again. Pushed me back. Okay, there's no line there, so I better wait until it senses the line. Alright, here we go. It's corrected me, but now it didn't push me all the way back. It's just kind of staying there. So it tried to correct me, but it just, again, not enough muscle behind the correction, and it doesn't sustain it. I gotta give it a thumbs down for its lane keep assist. So as much as this is really dynamic to drive, it's wonderful. Ooh, sporty, yeah, we all love it. Yeah, what an awesome ride and everything. You gotta take those things into consideration. So I don't know why all these reviews are giving this car 5 out of 5. Like Car and Drive, everybody goes, oh, it's fun, dynamic to drive. But people are looking at reviews. You gotta mention how good these other systems give and knock some points off to that. I definitely would not give it a 5 out of 5. Now, do you go down to 4.5 because some of these lane keep assist and some features maybe don't work as well? It doesn't have other features as well that other cars have. Just to see if this thing can stop on a small box on the street to see if it recognizes it as something. It's not recognizing it. I'm not sure why not. Okay, turn down the fan. So I'm a little highway drive here. I did about not even just a little shy of 80 kilometers on a highway test, and the fuel rating shows 8.4 liters per 100 kilometers. So that's not too bad. The car's already quick enough and it's very responsive and everything, but definitely if this intake system didn't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and the last 7 curves into the engine, it would be a lot more responsive and a lot more power to have a more, if this one's straight, more direct into the engine. I'm not sure if I needed to have all that. And it's got a pop rod instead of hydraulic system holding the hood up. Mazda chipping out on that. If you could hear that revving, that's the Mazda. See how cool the Mazda sounds? Actually, I'm just joking. That was the sound of the Mustang in front of us. Too bad this Mazda doesn't sound as cool as that.